Haas announced Kevin Magnussen to replace Nikita Mazepin on multi-year contract. Haas have announced that Kevin Magnussen is to replace Nikita Mazepin after the Russian was dropped by the US driving team earlier this week. Following mounting pressure to sack Mazepin amid his country's invasion of Ukraine, the decision was eventually made to let the 23-year-old go. This meant Haas were left searching for a second driver to take part in the new season alongside Mick Schumacher. It looked at one stage as though Brazilian reserve Pietro Fittipaldi would get the call-up. But it has now been confirmed that Magnussen is to return for a second stint at Haas, who he raced for between 2017-20. A statement read, Haas F1 team has signed Kevin Magnussen to drive alongside Mick Schumacher in the 2022 FIA Formula One World Championship in a multi-year contract agreement with the Danish racer. Magnussen will drive the team's VF22 for the first time in the official pre-season test at Bahrain International Circuit, 10–12 March, joining Schumacher and test and reserve driver Pietro Fittipaldi at the test. Haas team principal Günther Steiner said, "I'm delighted to welcome Kevin Magnussen back to Haas F1 team. When looking for a driver who could bring value to the team, not to mention a wealth of Formula One experience, Kevin was a straightforward decision for us. Kevin's immediate availability means we can tap into him as a resource for pre-season testing alongside both Mick Schumacher and Pietro Fittipaldi. Pietro's going to be first in this week with half a day's running at the test on Thursday. That's a great opportunity for him, with Mick and Kevin doing the rest ahead of the Bahrain Grand Prix. Kevin was a key component in our previous successes, not least when we both scored our best finishes in Formula One back in 2018. He continued to show last year that he's an elite race car driver, adding wins and podiums to his resume. As a veteran presence in both the garage and the engineering room, he'll provide a solid benchmark for us with the ongoing development of the VF22. We're all looking forward to welcoming Kevin back this week in Bahrain." Magnussen himself added, "I was obviously very surprised but equally very excited to receive the call from Haas F1 team. I was looking in a different direction regarding my commitments for 2022, but the opportunity to return to compete in Formula One, and with a team I know extremely well, was simply too appealing. I really have to say thank you to both Peugeot and Chip Ganassi Racing for releasing me promptly. Both are great organizations. Naturally, I also want to thank Gene Haas and Günther Steiner for the chance to resume my Formula One career. I know just how competitive they both are and how keen they are to return to competing week in and week out. We've enjoyed a solid relationship and our positive association remained even when I left at the end of 2020. I've been briefed as much as possible on the development of the VF22 and the potential in the package. There's work to do, but I'm excited to be a part of it. I can't wait to get back behind the wheel of a Formula One car in Bahrain."